slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has not gone well. Marmoush. Mustafa Mohamed! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now this could be a chance. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's tidy. Gives it back. Goes to finish! He's got it all! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Mohamed Salah defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in with, so let's see.
Cuts it back. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Isaacson. That looks a decent ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Another chance from a corner. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
I think we're just about done here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Egypt really wanted that to...
Oh, great chance! And the finish! And a neat finish! They have stolen level at the last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
That is expertly dealt with.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
So that means another 30 minutes football. So that was the second half.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Egypt pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
He's had a shot!
And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, Ned. Certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. They've played it short. Opts to play it back.
Can he finish?
And that's a real chance missed. Bela. Marmoush. Mustafa Mohamed. Marmoush. This looks promising.
Tries a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Egypt leading now. Stood up well to him there. Billing. Mustafa Mohamed. And here's Marmoush. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Marmoush. That pass isn't the best. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
O'Reilly. Bela. Mohamed Salah. Mustafa Mohamed.
Egypt nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He has found the way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nicely aimed pass. Very much into the last knockings. And that's that. Egypt can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Marmoush claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.